you guys, it's me, Kid91, and I'm back with another video. And you guys should know what this video is because if you look above my head, then you will see the title of the page. But anyways, it's talking about the PSP2. It was just announced yesterday, codename NGP, whatever. We hear that all over YouTube. Oh, okay, that's the PSP2, codename NGP. Or I'm going to just call it the PSP2. So I'm going to just say the same thing. I'm going to call it the PSP2. But, I mean, what's different about it? I already said, like, 4 functions that was going to be on there. The dual analog stick, the 3G functionality, what else? A camera on the front and back, and improved graphics on par with a PS3's graphics. So I got 4 of them. The 3 that I didn't know of was that it's going to have a touchscreen, a accelerometer, and gyroscope. And I guess those are 2 different things, but they're on the same par as one because they combine together to make the motion controls. And that it has a touch pad on the back of it. And I gotta say, I'm not all that impressed about it. I mean, it's just another system. You get what I'm saying? It's just a system that just entered in. It's not revolutionizing anything. What I found impressive about the PSP2 was that they had this game. I don't know if it was a tech demo or anything, but with the bottom of the screen, you can run your fingers on the back of it. Well, say for instance, this is the PSP2. You can run your fingers on the back of it, and hills will pop up on the screen like you're actually running your fingers on the back of it, and you know something is coming out or whatever in real time and everything. It's almost like your finger is in the game and whatnot. So I thought that to be pretty innovative, and that you could pull the screen if you grab the screen from the front and the back, and you could stretch it out, and you could sling a ball or whatever, you know, a little ball that was on the screen or whatever. So I thought that was pretty cool and innovative. I thought that was pretty good, but will that grab me to go buy a PSP2? It's like, you know, you get questions like that. Is this going to make me buy the PSP2? You know, is it going to make me go out of my way, you know, forget the 3DS and go buy a PSP2? And my answer is no. My verdict still stands, and my, you know, standard still stands for the 3DS. I love the 3DS. I like how Nintendo is always innovative. You know Nintendo has been doing this for years. And you know their innovation is top notch. Just because the PSP2 has a lot of innovations going on with it, it's just about the same thing, you know. And it's like, where does this get us as gamers if people just keep copying off each other? You get what I'm saying? I know that the Nintendo 3DS basically kind of copied off of Apple using an accelerometer and a gyroscope and all that stuff, but it's like it was something new at that time. It had never been done for a gaming handheld or anything like that. But the PSP2 just comes out of nowhere and does the same thing, and now it has a touchscreen and everything. It's like Sony never tries to think outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? It never stands out. And I wish they would do that for once. Because what are we going to do in the future of gaming if one person is always the innovator and always thinking outside the box, and all the other creators just stand by and wait and be all like, oh, okay, I'm going to wait till this launch, and then I'm going to steal a couple of ideas and critique it. You know, I don't want the hand-me-downs every time. I want a new playing experience. I want, like, I don't know what it is. You know, like, with the 3DS, I wasn't even expecting it to be, you know, all like that. And, you know, having a real reality, whereas you can set down a card and it'll come alive on your table or something like that. They always doing something different outside of the box of what the other company's doing. Just as, you know, just the same as when they introduced motion controls. They came out and did something totally different, but Sony was all like, oh man, motion controls is a gimmick, and the Wii fad is going to be played out. But the Wii fad is still going, and people are still buying the Wiis. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish I'm going to buy the PSP2 somewhere down the line, just like I bought the PSP3. I mean, not the PSP3, the PS3. You know, when they got that price cut from $600 to $300. And it was affordable, and all the games were cut down, used, and, you know, even the main price title, like Metal Gear Solid 4, was like $20, brand new, and all that stuff. The price was totally cut down, so it made the PS3 affordable, and you could get basically what you want. All the games were out there, because we all knew when the PS3 launched, there were no games for it, but it took like 3 years for games to come out for it, and we was all like, oh, okay, I might as well get a couple of fighters better online than the Wii's. You know, I can have the best of both worlds with the Wii and the PS3. And now we back to the same thing. There's only one innovator in the gaming industry. Where does that get us as gamers if there's only one innovator throughout the gaming industry, and everybody else is going to copy? We need multiple people thinking outside the box. How will we get better games? How? You know, and I see a whole bunch of PS3 fanboys or whatever going up on and seeing this NGP. Oh man, it's going to totally TP the 3DS, man. Nintendo got pwned. You know, that's the new coin word around. Like, they acting like Sony purposely put that name up there or whatever. You know, some random fanboy put that up, and everybody start coining the word, and then everybody start acting like, oh yeah, rumors going around that they purposely did that or some bull crap. But it's not going to even change in sales. You get what I'm saying? It's going to have the same effect as the PSP versus the DS. Where does that get us? When are we going to get some real games? You know what I'm saying? When is somebody going to think out of the box just like Nintendo does? And I'm just waiting for somebody to do that. Because every time when Nintendo launches a product or anything that has not been done yet, we be all like, dang, man, I wasn't even thinking about that. See, right now, I can't even think about what their next console would be. Even though I do have a clue of what it could be, we don't know exactly what Nintendo has in store. We don't know, but we know that the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4 will just wait and be like, oh, alright, I'm going to critique this and do a little bit of snipping here and snipping there, and we're going to improve it just a little bit, you know. Where does that get us as gamers? You know, I know you guys want to play your Uncharted and Killzone and all that stuff portably, but where does that get us as gamers? Are we actually winning as a whole? You get what I'm saying? And that's all I wanted to mainly say. And one more thing, like innovation. If people keep on thinking that now that the PSP2 has motion controls that can outwit the DS, no. It's almost the equivalent if you play with a higher tier character. Like if you play in a fighting game, and a higher tier character is Ryu or something like that, or Ken or anybody, you know, in a fighting game. Pros playing them in their high tiers. But chances are, if you play with that high tier character against a pro, you're not going to win. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been studying that character for a long time. Even though they're high tier, just because you got the high tier character does not mean that they're going to be as pro as the person you're playing against. You get what I'm saying? So you have to take it to that perspective. Will we win as gamers when the PSP2 drops? Is it giving us a sample of what the PlayStation 4 can do in the future? No, not really. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, where do we go from here as gamers? And that's all I have to say. You know, are we actually winning? Do you guys really want one company to innovate and think outside the box while everybody copies? I'm just saying, we want more people thinking outside the box so we can win as gamers instead of being defeated and be all like, dang, man, why ain't a whole bunch of games coming out? All we getting is FPSs. Aren't you tired of hearing that? But with that said, Kid 91 out. I just wanted to leave you guys on a note and think about that. Peace.